and welcome back to Supermoon Station. Today we're talking to Will Bear. Not just an entrepreneur in the crypto space, but also a friend.
Thank you so much.
Always so exciting to talk to you, Will. Let's start maybe with a quick background. Tell us a bit more about you, what you were doing in the space, and what you're working on right now.
First off, thank you so much for having me on this. I really appreciate it, and I value our friendship. We've been in the space for quite some time now, and it's kind of cool to see it grow. A little bit about me is I initially got started in real estate when I was much younger. And honestly, one of my clients was doing real estate dealings with the Consensus building in Brooklyn. And we were able to, that kind of ignited my understanding of it. That's when I first kind of got started. And I decided to start doing different kinds of events in New York in 2015 about blockchain for social good. And from there, a lot of the entrepreneurs and people that I would put on stage wanted me to help them out with their projects. And I got the confidence to enter the space myself. That's when I came out to San Francisco and I studied to become a full stack software engineer at Thinkful. And I started becoming a developer then. And I really got into games and gaming. And I was so excited about building out different types of gaming experiences. And then I had my first big break, which I got hired by this Metaverse Comic-Con. It was Comic-Con. They needed a Metaverse for their Comic-Con events. And I was lucky enough to be a part of that. And I started building out their Metaverse. And then obviously being excited about Web3 the entire time has led me towards this place where I believe that we can put out a lot of new cool projects.
And we're talking about you starting with real estate and kind of moving to a virtual real estate with a metaverse.
Know, right? Yeah? I didn't plan that. It just sort of happened. I woke up one day and I was like, wait a second, I'm selling digital land and I'm using the same techniques. I would give them that sense of urgency. I'd be like, hey, someone else just called about the land, the same kind of things I would say in real estate. I'm saying for digital assets and,
Does it work same way for digital assets?
Oh, absolutely. If you do anything, you're doing everything. That's the thing is any company you start, any project you're doing, you're going to have to come up with a solid quality product. You're going to have to be able to market it the right way, build the community, and monetize, right? And I don't care if I'm talking about a software as a service or I'm talking about a burger or a restaurant, whatever it is. It's the same kind of thing. And that's what I really found out was I could be working in the real estate industry or I could be working in the tech industry and blockchain. At the end of the day, I'm going to still have to get people excited about your ideas and your concepts for them to want and to purchase,
Absolutely. No, it's a really impressive and newly opening market. And I also quite impressed that you decided to study full stack engineering and development.
Honestly, I would suggest everyone to take a boot camp. It takes 3 or 4 months to radically change your life. I went to college. I went to George Washington University and it has done very little for my life. There was no jobs. There was no, people would look at it and be like, yeah, but you have no experience and all of that. And then the second I get out of boot camp, you're getting offers from Accenture, from Glassdoor, from Google, all of these different places are asking you to interview and you're being let and all these doors open up. It really feels like the new university and it only takes 3 months, 4 months. It would be something that I think, and it's not a young person's game at all. You can do it at any age. So I would suggest everyone to, look at freecodecamp.org, run through a couple of JavaScript exercises, and then join a boot camp and really see the possibilities that happen once you can code more.
But do you need some knowledge before, or is it going to teach you from scratch?
Boot camps can absolutely teach you from scratch, but it does help to get a lot of the resources. You don't need to go to school to learn how to code at all. A lot of the courses are already online, and I would suggest Free Code Camp because they'll give you problems, and then if you can't solve it, They'll give you a video of the solution so you can see how they got to the answer, and if you keep doing that, you'll get better and better at it. But one of the fastest ways to become a full stack software engineer, I would say, is just Google Pern Stack or Mern Stack, PERN or MERN. These are acronyms. It stands for Mern Stack stands for MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. And if you're building a Pern Stack or a Mern Stack, the first time you do it, it's going to take like 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? But if you do that once a week, it's going to take 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Before you know it, you'll be deploying full stack web apps in like half hour or less, and you'll have a solid portfolio from that. So it's literally like a YouTube tutorial. At first, you will pause the video, type exactly what you see, all of that. But once you get better and better at it, the laziness of you not wanting to just pause it will make you better. And you'll start remembering the functions, you'll start remembering the statements, and you'll start implementing it secondhand.
Can you code some items for a metaverse?
I'm a video game developer, and I've been building out different metaverses as a service. Last year at NearCon, it was displayed through my metaverse, and we were able to have an awesome community. All the talks were in the metaverse, and people were able to attend. And it was amazing because I literally was able to go through that metaverse because obviously I was doing maintenance and checking on it. But we found a lot of, so I was walking through and there was people that were like, I love building on Near. I'm a Rust developer. I charge such and such an hour, right? And I was just like, awesome, you're hired. Like, if you love building on Near, we need to build more stuff on Near. I'd love to work with you. And I usually only have these conversations in person, but being able to have that conversation in the metaverse and like meet someone that will add economic value, will add social value, will add like more value to me in a digital format, that to me is the key indicator of a metaverse. A lot of people want to say that metaverse has to be in VR or metaverse has to be immersive or all of these different things. But I honestly believe that we're already using metaverses very frequently. And I would argue that the largest metaverse on the planet right now is probably Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm talking to a lot of gamers and a lot of game developers. And sometimes they'll be like, Will, I got to hang up because I need to get into Grand Theft Auto 5 because I own a mechanics shop there and it's 3 p.m. and my mechanics shop is opening now and people are going to be showing up. And if I'm not there on time, I get fired and someone else is going to like take my job and make the money. Right. And so I'm like, oh snap, how much are you making? And they're like, yeah, I'm getting around like $200 or $300 a day. And I'm like, oh, you better hang up. Like, I don't know. I mean, $200 or $300 a day is still good money. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's really exciting to see people like have these types of commitments and things in the metaverse that are digitally native and providing digital value to that community, right? Like he's fixing digital cars for other people. And because of that, he's able to make real money.